going on, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up, man? It's so great to be here in this space of the world and this side of the world, right? Oh man, because in one moment, let me tell you, let me start it off like really. In one moment, your life can have a different reality. One moment, it takes one moment where your life can change, and you have, if that's your time, that's your time. You don't know it. You don't know it. You don't know it. So, man, like what that does, it presents me to to really accepting what life has to offer, give it a whole different perspective and enjoy it um and to be internal to being present in it, to be present in the moment right here. This moment, you only got the present moment is the only moment available to us. It's the door to all moments. You know, that's in my pocket. You know what I mean? That's in my journal right here. The journey of being. And I speak on that and I'll share that the present moment, the state of presence. I don't think I shared this before, but the state of presence, and I'm not sure. Um, my mom's best friend passed away back in April. My mom talked to her that Wednesday, that Thursday, she went to the hospital. That Friday, she was gone. Somebody my mom talked to every single day. Every single day. Just think about that. Somebody who you had a family member or a person, a loved one, whatever it was, a person that you talk to every day. They got all the, a best friend that takes everything to the grave with you. That was that woman. She knows all the juice out of every piece of the squeeze. She knows everything about me, about everything my mom thought. But that, like in one moment, they say the moment of decision is when your destiny shaped. And the reason why I state this and why I'm putting the show on is, and I'm coming so present with you right now is this Monday. This Monday, I was flying back in from Denver and flying back in. I was back in 2 hours. Flying back in from Denver. Boom, got hit in the back. And I'm so glad he swerved off because it could have been bad. In one moment, boom. I'm glad he made the decision to swerve off because in one moment, I think his rate of speed could have been very detrimental to my life and, the fortunate of life in general moving forward for myself, my kids. I don't know what the outcome it is. But the state of presence is the new reality. And when you really, when you think about it, not really think about it, when you think about it, the state of presence is the new reality. If you're present, be present. Because in one moment, your life can change. I am a witness of that. That's why I created this amazing show that you're on right now. Because this Friday evening is battle tested. What doesn't break you builds your brand. Your host, Brandon Abbey. I got a smile on my face, man. I'm in a little bit of pain, with a lot of bit of pain. But I'm here, though. I'm here. Shout out to everybody that really looked out for me and really checked in on me. And it's battle tested, though, baby. I've been battle tested my entire life, though. So what other is for you to get this journal that you probably ain't got, or you probably do have, whichever one, the journal. You ain't got it, you better get it. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Amanda. Yeah, I'm cheery because I'm in the presence of this moment right now. Because my life could have been, I could have been in a wheelchair. I could have been in ICU right now. But I'm present. And it's so good, so great, so awesome, so phenomenal, such an extraordinary moment right here. Because it's been battle tested. I got some neck pains, but Ezel said, my neck and my back. That's very true for me right now. And I'm bearing down. I had to take a nap earlier, but I'm bearing down. And so I'm just so thankful and present. And so thank you, Amanda, for hopping on here. And I am cheery and I am excited. And I am on battle tested. What doesn't break you, build your brand. Presence is a mindset. Presence isn't a mindset anymore. Rather, presence isn't just a mindset anymore. It's a requirement. Because, like in one moment, the present moment is the only moment available for us. It's the door to all moments. When you think about that, and when you really process that, it's, we've hit, I don't think I even mentioned it in a while, but we are over 300,000 people joining in every single Friday. I know I wasn't here last Friday, and I get it. But you would rather have me present than not present. Like, I'm telling you, if I thought about it, it ran across my mind to get on here last Friday. However, coming into Atlanta, it would have been a live show. Coming into Atlanta, guess what? There was a huge accident on 75. So I wouldn't have been able to make it anyways. I left super early too. I left super early. Was going to get here on time. But, I stuck to my first mind was like, nah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to rush it. We got to stop rushing things in life. Stop rushing it because you lose that present moment. See, I met this guy. He used to be a music executive some years ago. I went to his 47th, 48th birthday. And it was right after my late wife passed. And, I was like, okay, what's up, man? He said, I'm present right now. It's so many moments in my life that I wasn't present. And I wasn't present. Like, think about that. Like, so many moments in your life you're not present. And you will miss the birthday because you had to work. You missed the vacation because you put it off. Yeah, I appreciate that, Amanda. Hey, I appreciate that. You miss these things because you're not present in it. Let me tell you, somebody that, I can never get it back. I can tell you that. I can never get it back. I was in the Air Force. I told you guys that. So I'll tell you guys a story that I always have to carry along with me. I would always have to carry along with me. I was in the Air Force. I made rank super fast. I was like, you talking about somebody was about that life, like super driven, witty. Like, I was going after it. It was hands down. You weren't gonna touch me. Like, I went from one base, winning 50th Air Force Airman of the Year, to another base, putting on sergeant. And I think within my first year, I was NCO of the quarter, going up, finished second for the whole NCO of the year. You know what I'm saying? MSG Volunteer of the Year. Like, it was like that was locked in. However, my family suffered though, because I wasn't present. See, my mind was still, I told you guys, after 20 years in Iraq, after 20 years, I finally came home after 20 years in Iraq. I can get it in whatever color you want me to. You want it in pink, I got you. What I'll do is I'll have a link for you. Just put your email, and what I'll do is just send your email. Or send an email to this right here. Powered by Diamante Media Group at gmail.com. Powered by Diamante Media Group at gmail.com. Send an email to this right here. Send me your size, and I'll send you a link so you can just go ahead and purchase it, and boom. If you want it in pink, you got it. Your wish is my command. You know what I mean? That's how the universe tells you. It tells you that. Your wish is my command. Because in the world, we have so much noise, You know, we're not present. And I was telling you guys a story, like, and I was going, because I had a mind to E9, period. It was not E8, it was not E7, it was not E6. You got a huge wish list. I get it. Hey, your wish is my command. Right? So send an email to there. Let's communicate. Let's get in communication. Let's make it happen. And you get a pink. You get a pink shirt, battle tested. Because I'm sure you've been battle tested in life, Amanda. There you go. Like we all been battle tested at some point in life. And I'm holding my head up. I'm smiling because, hey, my neck hurts. I'm telling you, it hurts. All right, I'm gonna rub it, but that thing hurts. Because the thing, I was grinding so much, grinding. And I ended up, my late wife, she said, hey, when the military is no longer here, your family's gonna be here. And she was right too. The little lady had some wisdom. But guess what? Like, she wanted to go to Paris. But I was so focused. When we were supposed to go to Paris, my son had he got sick. So we weren't able to go to Paris. And I never took her to Paris. Guess what? In 2020, she passed. Never. And you know, that was one of the things I thought about. So the present moment is not, it isn't a mindset, it's a requirement, because in one moment, your life can be changed. One moment, boom. One moment, boom. Because there's so many people on a slab right now. Car accidents, plane accidents, whatever. They can step on or get bitten by a rattlesnake or a cobra or even brown recruits, right? So the state of presence isn't a skill. It's your reality. If you got to live in that reality. So I'm going to start something that, like, you got to reset, pause, take a breath, because right now it's the only thing you have. It's the only thing. This moment is the only thing that exists. Not, oh man, I got to do this. I get to. When you change them word, I gave that to somebody, one of my landmark people. I gave that word. She said, I gotta. I said, no, you get to. You know, she texted me back this week. This girl is, I think she's like 52 years old and 51 years old. She's from India. She owns her own business. You know, she texted me like, Brandon, thank you so much for giving me a different way to look at life. Because I was always, I gotta. And now she's in a space of different context. See, the context that we allow ourselves to present it in, that's the context we live in. So now she gets to live in a space of, I get to. See, it's so constricting, right? It's so boxing. It's like a box that you're watching me through right now. Your phone or your TV or whatever, YouTube or whatever you look watching me. It's constricted. But you say, I get to? Oh man, that's getting excited, bro. Like, that's the journey of being right there. That's the journey of being. When you get that, you get the journey of existence. The journey of, because being means existence. If you didn't know that, it means existence. The journey of existing. We know, because everything, I'm reading this book. It's an amazing book. This book, The Power of Now. I think I spoke about it before, The Power of Now. And it talks about, like, you being in connection with existence. Like, man, it's so powerful. And sometimes you just got to pause. Take a breath. Right now is the only thing that exists. And lock in. This battle tested. What doesn't break you builds your brand. Hey, you see go ahead and follow me and subscribe. Follow me and subscribe. Mr. Dominic 2.0, Mr. Dominic 2.0, IG and TikTok. Also, subscribe on Battle Tested. And congratulations, guys. You guys have hit over 100 plus people. I meant to announce that. Over 100 plus people, subscribers. So go and subscribe. Go to subscribe. Let's get those numbers up because we got over 300,000 people that are actually watching this show every Friday at 5 o'clock. Every Friday at 5 o'clock. Every Friday at what time? 5 o'clock. You're watching me right now. And so most people think they're losing because they don't have the money, they don't have the time, they don't have the opportunity. But in actuality, you control your schedule. Nobody else does. You control your schedule. Nobody else does. So take the time, take the moment, I'm so present right now. I think that's where you, Amanda, where you were just mentioning about me, me smiling and chippy and all that stuff. Because like life will put you back in, like I'm in charge. Like you have to really understand. You get to understand like that life will punch you in the mouth. Like it will punch you in the mouth. You don't rise to the occasion. You don't rise to the occasion. You fall to the level of control. You don't rise to an occasion. You fall to the level of control. So, man, chop that noise up. It's like all that noise that's going on up there. See, you see me a certain way. And I see you a certain way. Like you see me a certain way, like, hey, I gotta get on here. I get to be here with being present. It's not washing the dishes, driving. If you're driving, drive. Right? If you're driving, drive. You're hearing me right now. I'm smiley and energetic, exciting. You see the backdrop. If you were actually watching right now, if you don't watch, you can subscribe to YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit the bell so you can get all the notifications when you're going to get a new video popping up. But we all this noise up here. You allow that noise to be, surrender to it. Surrender to the noise. I might do a show next week called Surrender to the Noise. That's going to help you transform. Surrender to the noise. Take a moment. Pause. Reset. Pause. Reset. Pause. Reset. Nothing is more important than right now. Nothing. Not 10 minutes from now, not 20 minutes from now, not 30 minutes from now, not an hour from now. Nothing more important than right now. The present moment is the only moment available to us. It's the door to all moments. When you hear that, ask yourself this right here. What's available for me when I hear that quote? The present moment is the only moment available to me. It's the door to all moments. See, the biggest thing is pressure don't blind you. Pressure reveals who you actually is. And October 24th, 2020, I always go back to that day. I was having a powerful conversation like we are right now. And on October 24th, 2020, my life changed, my reality changed forever. My life changed and my reality changed forever. My identity I was living in an outdated reality and an outdated identity. And when my wife transitioned that day, boom, they say, go to school. They say, go to school. I said, okay, cool. They say, go to school, get good grades, work 40 hours a week, 40 years of your life, live on 40% of the pay you get. Who said that was real, right? That's an old playbook that our ancestors gave to us, didn't it? Right? Your old generations that gave to you. That's an old playbook. That playbook, you think about, how is that working out for you? How is that working out for you? So you don't see it on the wall right now, but I got multiple college degrees. I've been successful in everything I've done. Been like, I can have powerful conversations with people. Like, we talking about politicians, we talking about CEOs, we talking about executives. I've had conversations. I talk to them all the time. Why? Because I can talk their language. Because I went and did it. And I'm gonna tell you guys now, like, soon, right? The beginning of the year, I'll be going back to school. It's a personal, something personal for me that, I told you guys I dropped out of high school after the 9th grade, and then I went back to school, finished 10th, 11th, 12th grade up, went into the military. But I'm going back to school. My expression, I love it. Like, I laid it out, and I said I was going to do it, and I have to, like, I got my word, your integrity to yourself, your word, and take it one class at a time. I'm going back to school to get my doctorate in business administration. So I'm excited about that, and to really get to transform and, add and connect that business and a theory. I'm gonna tell you guys the dissertation is going to be on theory of connecting, like, collapse and trauma to building a business. Collapsing trauma, basically what I'm doing right now, collapsing your trauma to build a business and allow that to be in hand in hand. Sound dope, right? Like, because your trauma is actually what helps. When you remove that stuff, that's why landmark. When you remove that stuff out the way, guess what happens? You have a different reality. Like, pressure reveals your identity. Like, pressure doesn't build you, it reveals you. And when you lift that stuff up, when you put that stuff to the side, when you really show up, because you only know yourself to be and exist where you know yourself to be and exist. That's the only way you know. Because the version of you haven't even met yet. See, I haven't met the DBA, like Dr. Abby. I haven't met that guy yet. But I'm smiling. Like, that makes me smile. And Dr. Abby, you hear the sound of that in your voice. Dr. Abby. So I'm doing it on, I'm telling you, it's going to be a powerful dissertation, but transformation in business. In that, like, how your mental health can really catapult your business to the next level. How your mental health can catapult. You remove that stuff out of the way. And I appreciate you, Amanda. When you move that stuff out of the way and you take it all in, you remove it out the way, you take it all in, what is possible in your life? See, that's possible for me. See, I see it. I visualize it. And I've been sitting on 30 to 40% for the last 10 years. Like, no, I finished my MBA about 8 years ago. So about 8 years, I'm like, man, when I get to about 40%, when I get to about 50%, then I'll go ahead and get back started. Okay. No, hey, go. When life hits, who shows up? All right. When life hits, who shows up? What shows up? Which version of you shows up? Because the version of you, with every reality, you get a different reality of who you are. Get a different reality. Not your past version, not your future version, but who you are right now. Like, you get a different reality, and think about it. Man, you really, if you took who you know yourself to be, who you didn't know yourself to be, and you looked at that. What is life? What does it present for you? What does it present for you? See, a lot of the times let's say a lot of the times, because that's so sequential, I guess you could say. It doesn't give a full picture. We are attempting to control the outcome in situations in life, and oftentimes we get stuck in it. And that's the reason why we get stuck, because we attempt to control the outcome instead of allowing life to exist. Doing your part, allowing the universe to do their part, and allowing the states to be aligned. Allowing the state to be aligned. Like when I say I had no idea that I was going to get in a car accident 2 hours after I returned on a flight. When people, let me tell you, kind of side note a little bit, when people say they are scared of flying, I laugh at it. I'm really going to laugh at them now. Because when I was in the air, I didn't have to worry about another plane coming and smashing into me. As soon as I got back on the ground, it's a prime example right there. As soon as I get on the ground, see, my reality changes just as that moment. Like, my reality changes because guess what? I got neck pain. The center part, the upper part of my back is tight. Probably when I got to take some muscle relaxers when I finish. Because like all that is, if you were to do a scan, you will see that all that stuff up there is inflamed. Yeah. Back of my head, yeah. But you can't control the state of it. You just be in it. You get the reality of it. And I get the reality. You know what I get the reality of? Hey, I'm a partner with you. I tell a lawyer, I'm a partner with you. I'm about to partner with you. That's what I get the state of. You control what you can control. Hey, control what you can control. Because you've been battle tested. Battle tested. What doesn't break you builds your brand. And I'm so excited. Like, I don't think I ever been so excited to write a paper. Like, I've written books and stuff. Like, but it all, let me tell you, who I was 2 years ago, it started from this journal right here. Like, when I tell you this journal really started unlocking me 2 years ago. 2 years ago, this journal, it started unlocking who I was and who I am today. And I get to be the journey of being. You think about it, you're always on a journey of being. From the day you were born to the day you leave, you're on a journey of being. So you got to reset, you focus. Reset, you focus. Take a moment, take a breath, pause, breathe. Be thankful for this breath that you have, this free air that you possess in this world. Because you got to reset and be focused. Control what you control. Control what you control. Some things you can control, you control it. Some things you can't, you can't. Because we're all on this journey of being. Because we're talking about battle tested. What doesn't break you builds your brand. Here's one of the things I got frustrated. I got pretty frustrated when that happened. I felt like, man, I just freaking, like, what? Like, man, like, I just got back in town. I got to get my kids back to school, man. And like, he's like, bro, you supposed to kept going. It's like, no, I seen this other car going. I'm not going to hit that car. That's craziness. I'm not going to, I don't drive like that. No. I'm gonna drive with careful. Like, why are you such in a hurry? Why? If you be at ease, control what you control. I got hit. Cool. Identify, stabilize, execute. All right. I was so my mind was so blown. I'm like, man, this is. And I was like, man, I'm fine. I'll be all right. Let me tell you, my boy said. I called my boy the next morning. Hey, shout out to my boy Neo because he talked some sense into me. Shout out to my boy Neo. Actually, I'm gonna bring Neo on the show too. I got him, my AI expert. He's doing his thing. He got something special for you guys too. It's gonna blow your mind. Hey, shout out to my boy Neo though. Neo doing his thing in the AI space. But I called him up, man. I called him up. I was like, hey, bro, what's going on, man? I just had a car accident, man. And he's like, bro, you went to the doctor? I'm like, nah, I'm straight, man. He's like, bro, you say you straight now. You got adrenaline. That's why you straight. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And he's like, nah, bro, you ain't good. Let me tell you, I started driving, right? I started driving home. And as soon as I started driving home, like he wasn't lying. And it was that was less than 12 hours after it happened too. So, it hadn't really clicked for me right there. But soon as I, really start driving and start moving, man, my neck just tightened up. And I'm talking about, feel like pins and needles in the back of my neck. Pins and needles in the back of my neck. In the center part of my back. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I started like dozing off a little bit because I was like, probably had a concussion. I don't know. My head's been hurting a little bit since then. But pins and needles in the back of my neck but I'm so thankful to feel that pain though. Because somebody got in that same accident and didn't feel that pain. Think about that for a moment. But I control what I can control. We say like I got this format, right? I got this format, this framework. It's called I scored. Identify, schedule, consult, analyze, optimize, route, evaluate, and deliver. Apply that to everything. Identify, schedule, consult, or control, analyze, optimize, route, evaluate, and deliver. That's where the space I'm in with hiring a lawyer right now. Hiring a lawyer because, man, I gotta get some treatment because, like, even right now, you see me on. It seems like, but I'm holding it back though. Like I have to lay on think about this. I have to lay on a heating pad every night. A heating pad. It's craziness, right? I'm 40 years old. I have to lay on a heating pad on my neck. On my neck. To get comfort. Like right now, my neck is hurting. Right now. You don't realize how much you use your neck. You don't realize how much you use your neck. You see my body is kind of built, muscular. So all that, you can't put no emotions in it though. Hey, leave emotions alone. Emotions, that goes back into a lot of other things, and like if you put your emotions in it, you're thinking about your past. Like, all right, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm gonna get the police report and we're gonna move forward with it. Gonna handle business. Handle business, get my car fixed, and keep on pressing. Like getting stressed out about. The biggest thing is breathe, take a moment, reset. So breathe, take a moment, and reset. It's similar to something I created back in 21. And this statement I'm about to say, it's called regroup, refocus, and reinvest. Regroup, take a step back. Refocus, get your mind right. And put your energy back out there. This is like you shooting a basketball. regroup, refocus, put the shot back up. Y'all, you see the basketball, you got the last 4 teams, like the Final Four right now. You got the Final Four. You don't know, all these great players. You got the arguably, I'm gonna say arguably, the greatest basketball player in LeBron James. They got put out last round by the Oklahoma City Thunder. But then you got Wembanyama and OKC. They 1-1 right now. Then you got New York Knicks. Oh my gosh, New York Knicks ain't did nothing in 30 years. They ain't did nothing in 30 years. Guess what? They are 2-0 against Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland, I don't know. That first game, they destroyed New York, and they came back after 22 points down. Went overtime and beat them. See, a lot of it, but think about it. Regroup, refocus, and reinvest. Or you got to reset. Reset this mind. This is so powerful. You got to silence the noise. Silence the noise. Surrender to the noise. Surrender. You surrender that noise right there, and you no longer have it. Guess what happens? Be present. I'll give you a tool. Something that when I started meditating at the next level, I focus, I started meditating in the meditation because I would just sit there. And every time I thought about a thought, I started all over. I said, how long can I play the game? I was in a game. I played games with myself, right? Don't let nobody else play no games with you, okay? But you play games with yourself. Like, how long am I able to? You can. Am I able to? How long am I able to not have a thought? See, we got all this racing noise in our mind. So I'm just preparing you to surrender to the noise. It's probably we're going to have that show next week. I love that title. Surrender to the noise. Surrender to the noise. Surrender to the noise. It sounds like a so dope title, don't it? Because you surrender to the noise. What's there now? You get to actually be with your thoughts. It's like your thoughts are here. Like your thoughts can be there. Like how many times you man, that was a bad thought. Because it takes one moment to have a bad. See, I had this coach, right? And I like to share these stories, battle-tested moments, and things that have gotten me to a space of. And I had this coach. It's 2018, I want to say. And I was like, yeah, coach, I had a bad day. He said, hold on. You didn't have a bad day. You had a bad moment. He said, you had a bad moment. You didn't have a bad day. You can't tell me every moment, every minute and moment in today was bad. I was like, yeah, you're right. And I took that perspective. I ran with it. And it makes so much sense if you think about it. You don't even have to think about it. See, when you put your thoughts in it, you're like, oh, let me make it wrong. See, a lot of the times in life, we attempt to make things wrong because we don't agree with it. Just let it sit. I don't need a validation. You don't need a validation. I don't need your validation if it's right or wrong. You don't need other people's validation if something's right or wrong. Think about that. You don't need that. You allow the thought to be the thought and the creation, whatever the sound waves go to your ear. So you have to surrender to the noise in your mind and not make it mean anything. But that simple thought that he shared with me always sticks with me. So, and I pass it along. Just like what I'm about to share with you. This 100-year-old guy told me, he said, partner with people. This guy was he was in hospice too, by the way. I seen a 100-year-old guy in hospice. He gave some game. He ended up passing away 2 months later. He said, partner with people. It's enough out here for everyone. People get so trapped on what's enough for me. Partner with people. It's enough out here for everyone. This man died 2 months later. Partner with people. It's enough out here for everyone. People get so trapped on what's enough for me. Partner with people. It's enough out here for everyone. Take a thought in that. Like, don't take a thought. Let me pull that back. Let me pull that back a little bit. Don't take a thought in that. Allow yourself to surrender to the noise and just hear it. Just listen to that. Partner with people is enough out here for everyone. People get so trapped on what's enough for me. Partner with people is enough out here for everyone. Let me share it with you. See, your reality before you jumped on this call was one thing. When your reality when you jump off this call or the Zoom on watching this is going to be one thing. My job, and I take my job serious. This is one of my missions that I created for myself. A mission I created for myself is to leave the day better than I found it. I know, Brandon, I know that if I come in your life, I'm going to leave the day better than I found it. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to leave the day better than I found it. And sometimes, and oftentimes, I'm going to say oftentimes, that's where people lose at. That's where people lose at. Oftentimes, that's where people lose. They don't leave the day better than they found it. Because the day is, you get a, what they say, this statement, in the something is sold separately. The hustle is sold separately. It comes all a symbol. You gotta, but the hustle, you gotta hustle. You gotta really put that, you not really intuitively in that thought, put that thing together. It's gonna require you. See, you're gonna have bad moments. One bad moment becomes a bad day in a bad direction. If you don't change that paradigm of thinking, one bad moment is just that. It doesn't become a bad day. See what I'm saying? Like, if you thought about that for a moment, think about this for a second. Where people lose is they allow a bad day, a bad moment become a bad day, become a bad decision, become a bad direction, become a bad reality for them. When a bad moment is just that one moment. Just that one moment. Just that one moment. It was just that one moment. Like me getting rear-ended in the car. It was just that one moment. One bad moment. I didn't make it my bad day. I still, what I said, I wanted to get, I just showed you a minute ago, I wanted to get my kids home, and I got my kids home. They had an amazing week at school. My son had an experience. He created this 2027 crown. Like, he's about to be a senior. He's a rising senior. He created this crown. He was excited. My daughter, she got her assignment back where we created this this flamingo. We had to create a flamingo. So she got that back. She said her teacher loved it. So those are still the moments that were created this week. I got the opportunity to talk to some phenomenal people this week. Even though I was laying in the bed, I was laid up all week. Like my man DC said, hey, are you good for the show today? I was like, yeah, I'm good, man. I'll thug it out. Like, think about this for a moment. I want you to open your listening ears. Open your listening ears here. Your success is tied to how fast you can reset. See, you can allow it to be a bad moment, a bad day, a bad direction, a bad decision. You can allow it to be all those things. You say, okay, that was that one thing. That was just one finger. If you was thinking about your fingers, that was just that one finger. That finger is not connected unless you allow it to connect. It didn't mess my day up. I still drove home. It was a bad moment. I was like, I was in pain. I'm still in pain. Bad moment. It messed my day up. I still went to the ER to get checked out. Yep. Your success is tied to how fast you reset, though. You might regroup, refocus, and reinvest. Pause, breathe. Reset. Pause, breathe, and reset. Take the theory out of things. Take the constructional thought out of it, and because you have that ability. You have that ability. Like, you have the ability to follow me on Mr. Diamond Inc. 2.0 on IG and TikTok. You have the ability to subscribe to Battle Tested podcast on YouTube. You have that ability. Structure yourself to be able to place it in that moment to protection of whatever it is. Like, come back and hear, because it's something, some people are listening, some people are not. It's cool. You subscribe, you get the opportunity to come back and listen to the show again. You get this show, Battle Tested. Look at the name. The name speaks for itself. You talking about somebody that did battle test? I can run it down for you. I'm not. You've been battle testing your life. My life is my life. You've been battle testing your life, though. It's real world situations. Any moment, your moment. You have a bad moment, bad day, bad direction, bad decision. Or you say just, hey, I just had one bad moment. Hey, it is what it is. That's what I'm like, man. Before I talked to Neil, he's like, bro, you are you're adrenaline pumping right now. You've been less than 12 hours. And I was like, yeah, I think it had only been about 6 hours at that point. It had only been about 6 hours at that point. But then when he said it, like, man, when I started driving, he was absolutely right. Because my man's had been in several accidents. He's dealing with something he's dealing with right now with his whole family and stuff. They just was in a car accident recently. But sometimes you can't. You're unable to. Not say you can't. You're unable to prepare for pressure, during pressure. Right. When it happens, it happens. You have no control of that. You control what you control. Take it out of here. All of these. Like I said, I got a minor headache right now. My neck is hurting. Holding my head up. Speaking, smiling, all that. You don't realize how much your neck, the back, that bone back there, how much you utilize it. Especially you got bad posture. You don't realize how much you use it. But you have to look at it. Pause for a moment. Breathe and reset. Pause, breathe, and reset. Because a lot of times we be chasing some stuff. We chase it, we run it. We running. I'm gonna get to this. I'm gonna get to this goal. I'm gonna get to this money. Instead of attracting the money to you, like, become regulated, composed. You know what I mean? Then guess what? Become a beast. Freaking beast. Who you ain't never met before. Who you ain't never met before. You have that ability. You have that. You know, something I learned in the military. DC definitely knows this. Something I learned in the military. Ability, capability, and intent. You have all three of those. You take somebody's life. If you ain't got all three of those, and you take somebody's life, you're going to jail. Yeah. Ability, we all have the ability. We all have the capability. That intent, it's not so much. Not so much. Not so much. Not so much. See, for me, I stay in control. I control what I can control. I control what I can control. I can control this accident. I can control it. There's nothing I can do to control that. You know, that's where the universe allows I control what I can control. And I'm so thankful that I'm here right now having this conversation. That's all we have in this conversation right now. And we are on this path. It's the summer. It is the second quarter. It's the second month of the second quarter. We got one more month in June. This year is going by quick. What are you going to do about it? Control what you control. What you going to do about it? What you going to do to put in place for yourself and discover for yourself what's available in this reality? Don't just be over here for 2 hours an hour and like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna go back to my life. Okay. You just lost 60 minutes, 3,600 seconds. You know, that's what you just lost because you don't do anything about it. Here's a something I would definitely share with you. Write it all out. Who do I, my identity? Your identity. What's your identity? If you don't know your identity, hey, check this out. I got something for you. The journey of being. Get the journey of being. Get the journey of being. Hey, I appreciate that, Amanda. Hey, get the journey of being. If you, let me tell you, I'm not here to sell you anything, but what I'm here to do is 30-day guided journal to acceptance, transformation, and mastery. That's where the journey of being. I wouldn't be who I am today. I'm not capping. Like as the young people say, like I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for this journal right here. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for this journal. This little purple book right here that I created, that I went through, and I started tapping into it. It's because in life, we just automatically, remember I was talking about present moment, like embrace it. Because a lot of the times is because if you embrace the present moment, you're able to transform to the person you haven't met yet. Embrace the present moment. Quit fighting it. Quit fighting the present moment. You got it. It's already within you. Everything that you desire is within you. Yeah, journals are not for procrastinators. Like tap into that journal. Like journals are a man's best friend. They say dogs are. Journals are, you think about it, as a kid, what did young girls have in their house? A diary. What is that? A diary is essentially a journal that they can be able to tap into themselves. What music artists can keep, their notebook and their poems. It's a journal. If you look at it, that hurt. I just move my neck a little bit and my joint's popping. It's funny, man. So funny. But pause, take a breath, reset. Pause, take a breath, reset. Pause, take a breath, reset. Really take that into this week. Take that out I would actually a huge request, right? Huge request that you take that on this week. Pause, breathe, reset. Pause, breathe, and reset. Take that on. Hey, I want to acknowledge you because you are a remarkable contribution to the world and who you know yourself to be. If you're watching this, whether you're watching a replay, you're watching a clip, you are a remarkable contribution to the world and who you know yourself to be. You are a remarkable contribution to the world and who you know yourself to be. And the biggest thing is this. Your life doesn't change when circumstances change. It changes when you change how you show up inside of them. Your life doesn't change when circumstances change. Because circumstances are the circumstances. You get circumstances, they are the circumstances. It changes when you change how you show up inside of it. Because your state of presence, that's the biggest you have. Your state of, one day you won't be here. Unless you're a vampire, and that's weird. You don't supposed to be on here right now because we still got some light outside. But your state of presence is a new reality. If you allow yourself to place that in there, so your life doesn't change when circumstances change. It changes when you change how you show up in it. In your state of presence, it's your state of presence. So everything's a reset. New moment, new move, new execution. Think about that. So, guys, subscribe to Battle Tested. What doesn't break you builds your brand. On YouTube, Battle Tested Live. On YouTube, subscribe. Hit the like button. I'll have something easy for you. What I'll do is I'll bring a QR code next. Well, you can just scan it. If you're on your phone, you can just scan it. That way, it makes it simple, but profound too. Simple but profound. But everything is reset. Just reset going into this next week. We ended in the month. Next week, next Friday is the last Friday. New moment, new move, new executions. Because it's one day at a time, one moment at a time. Make sure you subscribe to Mr. Dominic 2.0 on IG and TikTok. Be easy, guys.